Namaskar, hello and welcome to NCRT's live phone-in program. Today is the last day of the training which was going on for last 9 days. So today is the 10th day, 16th of July, where we have a panel discussion on developing game-based e-content. I'm sure you have watched the earlier sessions. If you haven't, then please watch them on our YouTube channel ncertofficial. They are already uploaded over there. We have some experts today, panelists, directors, and we have two moderators with us who are going to coordinate with you, and we'll ask questions. It'll be a discussion. So if you have any questions, queries, please feel free to join us. Send your questions through our YouTube channel NCERT Official. Write down in the live chat box and share it with us. It's a very simple method. Well, CIET NCRT brought you this Atal Innovation Mission Niti Aayog in collaboration with this Niti Aayog, and let's meet the moderators we have with us. We have Ms. Dipali Upadhyay. Welcome, ma'am. Ma'am is the program director. Namaste, ma'am. She is the program director of Atal Tinkering Labs program from Atal Innovation Mission, and along with her we have another moderator, and she is Dr. Angel Ratnabai. Welcome, ma'am.
Namaste everyone.
Namaste, ma'am. She is an assistant professor from CIET NCRT, and let's ask them that what are we going to discuss in this particular panel discussion, ma'am.
I request Ms. Dipali to introduce the panelists for this panel discussion on digital games for education.
Technological innovation, and exercising cybersecurity.
It's got cut.
Okay. Yes, Angel, ma'am.
I think we have lost the signal with the moderator. It's fine. Today we are going to have this panel discussion to discuss about what is the policy recommendations towards using digital games for education, what are the various initiatives taken up by the government of India through various programs, and also about the cyber safety and security. So we have with us three panelists. So let me start with the first question with the first panelist, Professor Bera, the Joint Director of Central Institute of Educational Technology, NCERT. Welcome, sir, for this panel discussion today. And sir, can you brief us little about how digital education becomes itself as a resource for our itself as a pedagogy, and what is the recommendations of NEP 2020 regarding using digital games for education?
Thank you very much, Dr. Angel. Esteemed dedication, particularly a panelist for this particular session, especially is Murthy from Atal Innovation Mission, and Madam Dipali and my colleague Dr. Angel. So and the anchor, so I welcome all of you to this session. So as it has rightly been mentioned that educational games in itself, they have a lot of importance in our teaching learning process and on everyday learning process also. And further, this idea has been strengthened in the National Education Policy 2020 when the NEP envisioned that puzzles and games should be used in a large number in the pedagogical process, so that mathematical thinking, particularly, it is enjoyable for the children, not boring. Even while talking about curriculum and school curriculum, so it has been mentioned that the school curriculum itself needs to be enjoyable and engaging as well. So in that case, all of us, we know that during our childhood also, so we learn many things through game situations and through toys also. So whether it is physical or digital, but 20 years back, not much digital or no digital games were available. But in the current day time, so there is a lot of emphasis on digital games and puzzles for enhancing higher order thinking skills of children. Again, the NEP 2020 has given a lot of emphasis on coding and programming at school education level, and the NEP has mentioned that from class 6th onwards, so we need to introduce coding. Not necessarily that children will be starting coding from an early age, rather while drawing patterns, maybe butterfly, so maybe trees, so maybe animals. So children see many patterns. So whether it is daughter art or my pen. So while drawing patterns, how children can zero down to coding and programming, and indirectly they learn particularly this kind of critical thinking and get ready for the programming itself. And recently also Government of India arranged a national level toy-a-thon, so toy hackathon, so where large number of teachers further participated and all other stakeholders participated. Now how games, puzzles and toys, whether it is physical or digital, so can be emphasized. Now coming to the digital games and all, NCERT is in the process of working to develop 4 national curriculum framework, 1 national curriculum framework for ECC, so at foundational literacy and numeracy level, and 1 for secondary education, 1 for teacher education and 1 for adult education. For that nearly 25 national focus groups and state focus groups are being made. And there is a bottom-up approach forward from district level, state level and national level deliberation to happen. So these aspects, particularly coding, programming and toys and games, including digital games. So this will also find deliberation, and how it can be directly and indirectly integrated into the syllabus and the textbook of NCERT starting from class 1 to 12 and particularly from class 6 to 12. So those mechanisms have also been made. But having said that, there are every time many challenges while we talk about digital games. Because for digital games we require digital assets, we require that the stakeholders need to use it well, and the ethics of using it, and also cyber safety and security, all these aspects are very crucial. Even the Auto Tinkering Lab, which is part of the Auto Innovation Mission and spread across the schools across the country, that is also further promoting the games and toys, particularly integration of curriculum with this pedagogy. And another thing I must like to mention that we may tell children hundreds of nuances of discipline, but most of the disciplines children they learn through game situations, through play situations. Because any game there are some rules for playing that. When they follow that rule, indirectly they follow that rule in real life situation also. No doubt only digital learning situation. With these words, I thank the Auto Innovation Mission team for joining us together for doing this and also introducing games to the teachers and teacher education fraternity. And I hope this will be a big game changer in the Indian education scenario and the world economy market also. Because when Indian games and toys will go to the world market, so again it will be indirectly a lot of economy generated and vocation skills generated, and we contribute in that direction. So with these words, I thank once again to the Atal Innovation team for their expert support in training the teachers and providing their valuable time for the whole country teachers. So over to Dr. Anjan.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for highlighting the points on how games itself becomes a pedagogy and how it can enhance learning, and also bringing major concerns related to the safety and security. Today we have a panelist with us from ISEA CDAC to talk about it in detail. So now I like to invite the next panelist. So I invite Ms. Deepali to introduce the next panelist and put forward the questions to her.
Is Dr. Chintan Vaishnav. He's the Mission Director for Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog. Atal Innovation Mission is Government of India's flagship initiative to encourage entrepreneurship and innovation within the country. Dr. Chintan Vaishnav, thank you so much for joining us for this panel discussion today. You've been a socio-technologist yourself and have designed and developed several technological solutions. As a leader of an apex organization for innovation in the country, what are your views on the initiatives that are being taken and some of the plans for future when it comes to digital education, and how do we foster that within the country?
Okay, thank you, Deepali. Deepali, did you say digital inclusion? You were breaking up, so
Yes, I said on fostering digital innovation and digital education within the country.
Got it. Thank you. Well, thank you. First of all, it's a great pleasure to be with you all and be a part of this esteemed panel. You can exclude myself from the esteemed part, but here is but first of all, I want to say, having heard from my team quite a bit about the long conversation that has been going on with NCERT, so for them to collaborate with Atal Innovation Mission in this wonderfully supportive way, and especially in the times, in really difficult time of COVID. As you all know, all of a sudden we realized in the last year that this digital fabric or digital infrastructure that we have has allowed us to some extent to march along. So everything has not come to a grinding halt because we have the digital infrastructure to get a lot of things done, including many things in education. What I see is that it has created this interesting tension, if you would. On one hand, clearly access has become easier. I wouldn't say it's ubiquitous. Obviously, there are many people who don't have the right devices, who don't have the network, who don't have the bandwidth. But it is, but as compared to before, access to education for those who have those devices and networks and so on has become easier. Therefore, spreading content has become easier. So that's one side of the equation, the good side of the equation. But at the same time, the tension is that the engagement in education has become difficult, right? So we have had, if you are a parent, I'm a parent, I see that, children, they are just in front of this screen and they are really zoned out. There's just so much being thrown at them in this rather impersonal way, and it's really hard for them to stay engaged. So there's that tension that this access is possible, but engagement becomes difficult. Engagement, if you, as we all know, engagement is difficult even in the real school. And now there's this digital sort of intermediary, and so engagement is even more difficult. So there, I think this idea of gaming and simulation, as we have been able to experience in partnership with Dell Technologies and the Learning Links Foundation, has been really fertile, has been really rewarding. You may be surprised to know that this the games based learning that they have introduced is really the gaming module is the most popular initiative among our students and teachers and mentors and so on that on our platform. So clearly people like it, and they're learning something also at the same time. Personally, I would say that I have spent a whole bunch of time in my own career designing simulations, and I think game obviously is a simulation, right, of some kind, some sort that engages you and that teaches you something. And simulations, I think simulation-based learning is really the future, I really feel, because we have so far explored it only in very extreme situations. So for example, we use flight simulators to teach pilots. Why do we do that? We do that because we don't want pilots to experience those difficulties in real time, right? So it is able to simulate situations that may be difficult to experience in real time. So for example, if you say that somebody grows up and in 20 years experiences various situations through which they have to navigate their life, that's what we call experience today, right? If you had a simulator, a lot of those situations in a game, like the real life game, etc., you can experience, at least emotionally you can engage with such a situation, and you don't have to wait for 20 years to engage with. That's the use of a simulator, right? And gaming is a simulator. It can simulate a lot of what-if scenarios that in real life are harder to experience. So I think this is a wonderful way of learning, and it's much more possible today than it ever was before. So we should absolutely use it towards engagement. Children are voting with their feet. They are using it on our platform. So we don't need any more evidence for it. I really commend NCERT also for the Diksha portal and the sessions that they run, for example, on the Swayam Prabha channel and so on. I mean, I think those are all really inclusive moves, and if we can design games that can run on such channels also, I think we should absolutely go ahead and do so. So I am really excited about the future in this direction. I think we will do much more of it. One of the deep desires that we have as Atal Innovation Mission is to mainstream this alternative mode of learning through the Atal Tinkering Labs, where we can combine the idea of learning with your mind as well as learning with your hands. And I think in that direction, this partnership, I'm very, very hopeful, will help us do many such experiments and then scale those that are worth scaling through those experiments that are worth scaling. I do want to end with an exciting announcement. So listen to me. The announcement is that I'm really happy to announce that thanks to NCERT, you will very soon see that this gaming module will be available through the Diksha platform. And I think it will be in multiple languages. Dipali, is it Hindi and English is what we were saying?
To start with, it will be in English.
To start with, it will be in English. But so it will be available to many, many more people, so that we can spread the excitement that children have already expressed and respond to that excitement with more excitement. And with that, we will also launch some competitions and challenges around this for the future, so that we can invite and harness even more ideas in this direction for us to take forward and fully take the advantage of this platform as well as this partnership. So once again, very excited, looking forward to more to come. I wish everyone all the best and look forward to work with you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chintan, for sharing with us the initiatives and plans on how we can foster digital education amongst the students in the country. On that note, we now have with us Mr. Murthy. Mr. Murthy, you've led a very successful award-winning initiative on spreading awareness around information security. Our children these days are very much involved in games and digital games and a lot of cyber or online and digital behaviors. What are some of your thoughts on essential things that need to be taken care of for our young viewers to ensure they're cyber safe and their safety when they're interacting with all the online modules, etc.? How do they secure themselves and how do we take care of their safety? Over to you, Mr. Murthy, for your views on this.
Yeah, thank you, Diwali. Information Security Education and Awareness Program is programmed by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, where CDAC is implementing as part of this program, and awareness is one part. And like if you consider as the education, it is right from postdoc onwards to up to third class. That is what the target users, and along with when it is coming to the awareness, it is all kinds of users are there in our platform. See, when we started long back in 2007 and 8, we created a lot of content with respect to cyber security and cyber safety. And maybe it's like for every stakeholder, like 300 pages of information. So some members may be getting in detail, or some members may be like do's and don'ts. But when we build this content in the form of a kind of a cartoon is a kind of everybody likes. So the way the adapting the content is very important when you are looking about with respect to the end user point of view. So that is where even now, last 1 year, 2 years, we are planning to design and we proposed it to the ministry, and ministry is also approved to build the kind of a gaming system for every stakeholder. It's not only for the students. See, even though if you look about that non-internet users, and even the rural side, if you are going to the cyber security, where they also required, because everybody is using mobile nowadays, and learning is always the culture, the curve of the learning is very important. While we are considering a content through mobile and a video through mobile and a video like in a multimedia point of view. But however, that if you bringing this into as part of the digital educational games, generally we called digital game based learning. That is what we are planning to introduce in the next few years along with NCRT. It's a great initiative, even though from our ministry point of view, while we are developing this content. Definitely it creates a new perspective of learning culture, which go hand in hand with the interest of the people. It's not only the students, but these are a kind of innovation in education that can enhance children and acquiring the skills. So if you're looking about that, we are all thinking that adopting about the cyber security or cyber safety, what to do, what not to do. But once if we are observing, because we have done some small study on like in 4 or 5 schools in Hyderabad, the way the content delivered should be there for the school children. So when we are giving a small content with 1 page, 2 page with this survey was made on only for the 4th class to up to 9th class students. So that is why we have considered. But what we observed is that So not only it's a learning curve, it's also increases child's memory capacity. The adopting that while they are seeing about a gaming, while playing a gaming, and while they were seeing a particular video and reading a content. When you compare it, the way they remembered is very much higher. So that's what the digital, the gaming is very important to deliver this kind of content, especially cyber security and cyber content. That is what we feeling. And also, as Sir said, the simulations are very important. See, while computer and simulation fluency is required, so when we implement this digital education system in this curriculum, definitely the way they adapt and the way increase the fluency increases about the computer and simulations and the digital literacy will increase, and they will be getting chances also. And we also observed about the strategic thinking also. It's not only the learning, how they were thinking with respect to the particular concept. So that is where strategic thinking is always increases and problem solving is increases. And the one more thing, the hand-eye coordination. So this is also we observed. So how they were looking about that and how they are doing about that at the same time. So that hand-eye coordination also increases while they were adopting this particular digital gaming education. So of course, every system is having its own problems, like addiction. See, everywhere, anything is more is dangerous. So that is we need to consider based on that. And another one thing is the same survey which we have done along with the teachers also. It's not like the teachers, because adopting this particular digital gaming system as part of the curriculum is very important, and we need to definitely consider about the teachers' beliefs about using this digital game-based learning is very important, and often limit their efforts to integrate new technologies, because bringing new technologies into the classroom definitely we required a kind of an interactive somebody who should manage. It's not like that they can play every game and everything they can do on self-learning. So, but it is a great chance for teachers that we understand that they can consider a number of case studies, number of simulations on a one concept where they can understand fully and do the activities. So it is definitely we need to consider the teachers' views as what I am planning, which we are looking into the information security. So getting their views are very much essential, bringing into the content, whatever that we wanted to keep it. And because there is a parallel training is also required, because technology is moving in, advanced technologies are coming, emerging technologies are coming, AMI methods are coming. When such kind of things are coming, so there should be a past learning is required. And past learning only can happen through this kind of digital games itself. So this is one of the things, one of the survey was given a good answer. And what we are planning now is that whatever the content we prepared during the last few years with respect to that, because that is based on that time which we prepared. But now if you're looking into that, the history of the cyber attacks, which we have 12 crore people are there, the internet users during the period of 2011 and 12. Now, but it is now almost 60 crore people are using internet. So the people are also joining as much as part of the internet. And because of this pandemic, every student is having a device. A number of mobile devices are, even though it is crossed almost 120 crores, mobiles are there at present as per the Mobile Association of India. So everybody using multiple mobiles because of the whatever the recent regions. So the security and the safety is very important with respect to devices, with respect to learning, and that is where we are looking into these problems and how do we make it as a digital content in the form of gaming, even though we wanted to add some kind of interactiveness by their assessment, because assessment is one of the very important thing while they are playing the games. So when you are looking into this gaming system itself, there are three types. The people may be thinking that it is only for educational, but you need to design leisure based games also, because we defined these digital educational games as into three types. One is educational games, one is leisure games, and educational leisure games. So even if you are giving a specifically cybersecurity content, nobody learns. But if you give a part of their own content, so they may easily adopt it and there is no burden. So when they want to leisurely play, let them play some game which is not related to educational, but you create in that game one assessment of one, like in a simple mathematic or simple English word, you just ask what is the spelling to go next round. Such kind of innovativeness we need to bring it along while we are developing the content for the education game. So definitely the people, they play leisurely and they also learn some kind of educational activity while leisurely they're playing games. Such kind of innovations we need to bring. So that is where I always believe that the involvement of the teachers also when the top level. So like in the CIT, NCRT, and even though they are having a number of teachers, awardee teachers. So involving those members are very important because their views are very important while we are considering as part of new educational policy 2020. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Murthy. It was definitely very insightful, and really liked your thoughts on leisure plus education and how we can combine the two in different scenarios to make learning more effective and get digital learning and the right cybersecurity behaviors into our children. Thank you so much for sharing that. With that, I'd like to thank the entire panel with us today. Dr. Behra, thank you for joining us for this discussion. Dr. Chintan, thank you so much for sharing your insights. And Mr. Murthy, thank you for joining us for this session and sharing your insights. Thank you.
So we would like to continue with a few questions which have come from the participants as well. Because for the past 9 days, there were a lot of people. We had around 4,000, 5,000 registrations across for this program, and they were attending the sessions and watching for the last 9 days, and they have few questions. So I would like to ask those questions now so that the experts can also help us, because some of the questions are related to the Atal Tinkering Labs, where there is a portal which helps to develop games using different tools. So there was some question like how they can create such kind of games and how can they share it with others. So is there any possibility Atal Tinkering Lab gives them to share the resources with them?
Deepali, feel free to chime in.
Sure. So we actually have you can actually go to the Atal Innovation Mission website, and we have a module on gaming, and it has multiple levels. So you can, it's free for all. You can actually look at that portal and you'll be able to access that. And in addition to that, like Dr. Chintan mentioned, he made that announcement, which in a way answers this question, that soon we will also have it on Diksha portal. So you will have access to learning more content about gaming module and creating games through the portal. You will also get to know more about where the portal, various next levels of the portal and the next levels of the module.
Thank you, Deepali, for adding point to that. I also would like to just add a point to this one, like it's not that you need to wait for sharing your resource. It's always NCRT is open to receive very good content created by even a student or a teacher or any public. There was a question whether housewives can participate, can housewives share. We don't have a categorization of people. We are only working for children of this country and to improve education. So whoever is there, whoever is watching this program, if you are able to develop a game which can help a child to learn further, or if it can help the child to practice some concepts, you're welcome to share your games with us. Surely we will be looking into it, and we are also having an exciting assignment at this end of this program, which is going to be announced shortly. And we have with us Mr. Murthy, who is part of ISEA CDAC. with whom NCERT is partnering and taking care of creating awareness about cyber safety and security. So on the occasion of 10 days learning about digital games, today we are launching a quiz. It's a very short quiz. It's only to create awareness about what are the safety measures everyone should take care when you are using digital games in your education purpose, or even when you are playing some digital games. So we are here to launch now the digital game quiz, the quiz which is going to be on safety measures related to digital games. So it is, the link is also there. You can see the banner on the screen. So you have the link and the QR code for you to access the quiz. It's a very short quiz. You can take up the quiz, check your awareness, how well you are aware about the safety measures, and you also get a certificate when you could score 70% of 70% if you are able to achieve. So we are conducting this quiz in collaboration with ISCA CDAC, so that this is one of the activity that we wanted to use it for creating awareness. So from today onwards, it will be open for the next 1 month. So we invite everyone to take part in the quiz, to learn through this quiz, and also to spread the awareness among others. So now coming to the last part of this training, the assignment. So we have this conducted this 10 days training in the last 2 weeks through this YouTube, and many of you have watched through the DTH channels, and there have been 9 sessions that has already explained you how you have to create digital games using the software called Scratch. So now there is a list of themes which we have announced, which we are announcing, and which is also available in the portal it is also available in the web page of this training training program. You can see the banner which also shows you all the themes. If you want to know complete details, the web link is also given in the banner which you can access, and in this video's description, in YouTube's video description as well, the links will be given. So there is a set of themes, so you can choose any one theme for yourself on which you can build your digital game, and you have to submit your game to us through a Google form. The Google form link is also given in the banner, as well as the form link will be available in the description of this particular session in YouTube as well. So what are you expected to do? Select the theme, start building your digital game, and you have to upload this particular game in the Scratch portal and then submit the link. Also, you need to record a video how this game really works and upload it in YouTube and submit the link. So the instructions for submitting this assignment, as well as the tutorial of how do you upload in the Scratch portal, is given in the web page of this training program. The link is available in the banner. So where can you access this banner? Those who have registered will get this banner to your mail. Those who haven't registered yet, so you may not get it through your mail, but still you can access this from our Facebook page. Also, the links and details will be put up in the description box of the same session. So we are waiting and looking forward for more entries into this assignment. Whoever is submitting this game, the games will be evaluated by a team of experts, and only if the game is a valid one, and if it is found to be a valid resource, then you will be certified by Atal Innovation Mission and NCERT in collaboration. And the quiz, if you are able to score 70% in the quiz, you will be certified by ISCA CDAC as well as NCERT. So we are looking forward for you to participate in these competitions and in these activities, so that we can learn through these activities and just go forward. To add to this program, thanks to every participant who have been very much patient throughout this 10 days, who have been learning through this. So we will be conducting trainings like this every month through this program, and you are also aware that this webinar session is happening every day from 4 to 5 p.m. on a daily basis from Monday to Friday. So continue, keep watching, So you will be able to learn about various ICT tools and educational technology tools, as well as which you can use it for your benefit of teaching, learning and assessment. So we invite you to be part of this webinar on a daily basis, and also to participate in every activity which is coming up. So these are some of the instructions. So if you have any queries, we are still watching the comment box. If there is any queries, you are welcome to put up in the box, so that we can give you more information. If you are a person first time seeing this program and you have never part of this 10 days training, you need not worry about it. Still, we have made a YouTube playlist with all the 10 sessions together. So you can even today start learning, and you can try to submit your assignment. So the deadline for submitting this assignment is this month end. Before 1st August, the assignment should be completed. The entry will be closed on 1st August 2021. So,
all right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for passing on the information regarding the assignments and even the quiz. We have received a lot of queries regarding the assignments, the certificates, and you have clarified each and every point here. And if you need all the information once again, then please watch this session once again for the information, and the links, they are already there in the description box. You can click on those links and you'll get each and everything, be it form or be it instructions or the websites. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank you. And
I would like to add one more
Yes,
point. This is not the only training NCERT conducts. Because of the COVID situation, NCERT is conducting a lot of online programs as well as continuous professional development courses. So for you to know about it, please follow us on the Facebook page, as well as you can also visit the CIET website. So CIET is one of the autonomous, CIET is one of the part of NCERT, which works Central Institute of Educational Technology. We work for taking technology to the field. So it is requested, like you can just go to the CIET website. You can see events at the in the tab. So under events, we have a column called workshops and training. So all the upcoming trainings and the previous training details are available. So please look for it. So whenever such programs are there, we keep announcing it in the website as well, and also in our Facebook page, so that you get the information. You can join with us from the day one of the training and be benefited out of it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Ma'am, before wrapping up, we have received a question by Naveen. He is one of the participants, and he's asking that, ma'am, how can I upload the link of my project from scratch?
Okay. So when you wanted to upload your project into Scratch, and how you have to take it from scratch and submit it back to us, we have prepared a tutorial, and it is made available in the web page, like step by step with screenshots. So we request you to go through the tutorial page, so that it helps you to take how to submit your Scratch project from the Scratch portal as a link to us in the Google form.
Okay, ma'am, one more question we have received from Sonia, and she's asking that can we get our games certified?
Okay, games to be certified as such, like we are not going to certify your game through this, but if your games are going to be very good, we are going to really use it as a resource. Under your name, it will be a contribution of yours. It will be published through the art platforms for others to also use it. To bring her, because she has asked, like we also would like to tell that NCERT has taken an effort to map some of the free and open source software, like game based software. Like for example, Gcomprise is a game package, EduActivative is a game package, Tux Paint is a Tux Math is a game package. So we have identified such games, and we have already mapped with the textbooks of NCERT. So if some of your games are found to be really relevant, and it is really that can help our children, so we will be happy to use that as a resource and share it with the whole country to use it further. So that would be our take on that.
Okay, ma'am, one more question we have. There are so many queries regarding the same. Ajay is asking, can we also submit the animation we have designed?
Okay. So we have given us, you have to develop games, but we also keep it open, because there are different skill set, people with different skill set who have joined this program. So you are free, like you can submit the animation only created using Scratch. You cannot submit animations which are created with other software, because this particular training was only on Scratch. So if you have created an animation using Scratch, you can still submit based on the themes which are announced for this assignments, and you can also submit the games, digital games that you have developed based on these themes.
Okay. So far, I think, ma'am, whatever queries we have received, you have answered all of them. So thank you so much for being here, for clarifying everything to our participants who joined us from day one, and they're still with us asking these questions, queries. I hope all of you have got your answers you were looking for, and keep on watching our sessions. Like ma'am said, every webinar we come and we take one ICT tool and discuss everything about them. Keep on raising your queries. We are here because you're watching us, and PM eVIDYA channels, they are there for you. You can watch these productive, these informative channels, these sessions we conduct for all of you. Thank you, ma'am, once again.
Thank you, and thanks to all the panelists for your time and sharing the thoughts with us. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, and thank you, Dipali ma'am, to you too, for moderating this entire session so wonderfully. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this program. We'll come back once again on PM eVIDYA from channel number 6 to channel number 12, bringing another program, Sahyog, where we'll discuss healthy thinking for happy lives. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Namaste.